So now, for a rather quick overview of what has happened since last update, and we'll do it front by front. In the northwest of Kiev, there is very little to be noted since last time, really. Uh, I added a Russian attack on Makarev, which seems to have been ongoing for quite a while, really. Um, this unit was identified. It has been given a guard's title and likely already taking quite a few casualties in this area. But this was not here. Last update on the map, that is, it was here in real life. Um, to the south of this Russian incursion, there still seems to be positional fighting, and to its east in Irpin and Gorenka, there also seems to be, um, yeah, largely stuck fronts, really. Uh, it seems Ukraine continues to attack in this area, and it has captured Rodnitske and Lukanivka here. And that is likely the 10th Mountain Assault Brigade. And it seems that here a Ukrainian counterattack continues northwards. However, Russia also attacked in the direction of Borispil. I hear notes here that Russia potentially is quite a bit further south here than what is the case on my map, but I will wait for that to be something there is more consensus about before I add that to the map. Another modification I made is that I added this yellow area here, signifying that Ukraine has a presence here. That it's likely a very light military presence, but it's enough that they have been able to get some supplies to Chernihiv. And it is still likely not completely hermetically sealed off. One thing to note here, perhaps especially in the light of Russia talking about its focus on the Donbass, or potentially this is just because of the casualties taken here, but there seems to be quite a bit of traffic going northwards here. So Russia seems to be pulling out quite a few troops from this area. And that might be because they have taken casualties and need to be, that needs to be taken care of to make the units operable again. Or it might be that they plan to move units, for instance, to the East Front in order to make this pocket we talked about in the East more possible. Here, the Ukrainian counterattack northwards may continue, but there is no reports of border changes today. There is fighting going on around Kharkiv still, but it's similar to the one we see around Kiev, and therefore I've given it a similar marker now, saying that this is largely positional fighting. When it comes to Isium and this Kamyanka bridgehead, still it seems there is still some Ukrainian presence here, although of course Russia is trying to push them out of the city, and we don't really know what the state of this bridgehead is, but Russia seems to push both west and southwards in order to try to expand this bridgehead. And here it was reported that the Lugansk forces captured Ivanivka and Novosadovye, but this was quite firmly in their control because I had mapped the defensive line in this area to be along the Donets River. And that means that there likely is a Ukrainian presence in this area still. That is, however, likely a light Ukrainian presence, because this is a very natural defensive line to take. But it might be that you want to give the Russians some opposition in reaching that defensive line to make it a little bit more difficult for them to, say, establish put on bridges here and so on. On the eastern front, roughly the same attacks seem to continue, and there isn't really much to note that has changed since yesterday. In Mariupol, it seems that Russia has moved quite a bit further into the city from the west, and yeah, they have likely taken quite a bit of this as well. So something like, but they have not taken anywhere near all of it though. So something like this maybe. So Mariupol is slowly but surely falling, but the Ukrainian troops here are definitely putting up quite a fight. And that should really be it for the most part. This counteroffensive in this area seems to have stalled, and now it is mostly positional fighting. And you can watch my other video where I talk about the importance of Zaporizhia and Kherson Oblast here. So I think maybe I will cut it here for the military aspect of things, and then I'll talk about the politics and economics in a separate video. So I will hopefully see you there.